is the act of keeping your mind still as best you can. So most people got to do this, got to do this, got to do that. You don't have to. What keeps you still and thinking of one thing? You can sit in this chair and put on headphones, zone out to the song, and see the song in your head, see the performance. If you niggas are sitting there going, I think I'm meditating right, you're fucking up. Say you are. Make the choice to say, whatever I'm doing, it's right. And I'm going to do more and more of it. I'm going to learn more. I'm going to get better. But I am not doing this wrong. You tell yourself you're doing this wrong, you're programming yourself.
Mental alchemy. Mental alchemy. Mental alchemy. Yes, sir. Celebration of life. Celebration of life. Brother panic. Brother panic. Brother panic. Ooh. Hey, I thought I was gonna come on here and do my little jokey thing and stuff, but that power, that feeling, that human feeling is coming on to me for real. Get y'all candy on, get y'all candy ready because oh boy. Yeah, and I was telling D-Ray, I was like, yeah, we'll just do it tomorrow, we'll just have our celebration of life or panic tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, and really get it in and stuff like that. But this one's hard. This one is hard, and it's hitting me now because now that I'm thinking about it, it was like, wow, it was just such a powerful brother, such a powerful energy, and I didn't think I was gonna come on here like this, but you know what I'm saying. I was talking to Kamani yesterday. We was just having our whole kumbaya feelings and everything, and just like, yeah, we ready for this and all. He was ready. He had it all set up and stuff like that. And it hits you. And we shared our moment yesterday too. It was heavy. Shout out to the God. Rising in power to panic. I swear I was not gonna cry, boy. But that one, he was that nigga. He was the truth. He was it. And the thing, and this is him doing this, by the way. I know it because he came through last night to me and told me some shit. And I was having this moment, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, wow, this shit is like all this time, we on here doing this, telling people about the work and getting into the space of understanding. Panic was just like pure love about the shit. He had his strong points, you feel me? But man, I say I was gonna come on here joking, but this one was hard. This one is hard. So rising in power to the God, man. Rising in power to the God. The last time we talked, he told me some stuff that was deep on my heart, that was deep to me, that I had to take with me and just hone in. And y'all know I'm a Bobby Panic Bobby. So Bobby was my introduction into spirituality. Not until I got to Panic did I start doing work. Not until Panic came through and really, took me by the wing, took me by storm and said, hey nigga, this shit ain't about no goddamn talking and all this other stuff. It's about the work. It's about actually getting into the work, getting into that space of understanding, really finding the place within yourself and, honing into your own energies. You feel me? I got the story, and see, I'm not going to cry this whole time. The stories is countless, is endless. I could go on and on about this nigga. But, we're here to celebrate his life. We're here to put some power into, and I promise you, hey, look, our son is coming around this same time. But if he come before this date, we will be there. So yeah, rising in power to the God Panic. Khadija, we love you. We appreciate you. Everything. We took all of Panic's classes, everything, all of Khadija's classes, and yeah. So yeah. So yeah, let me get on his ass, man. Fuck that. Let me get on this nigga ass. Fuck that shit, nigga. Back. Let me get on his ass. He got me fucked up.
Baby, take a deep breath.
He ain't gonna come through me like that at the moment and say, I'm about to turn your ass up.
He said, cry, nigga, cry. Cry in front of these people.
Nah, but it's heavy because, babe, that shit, the countless talks and shit that we had, it was kind of important for us.
Right.
In our development, in our spiritual development and stuff like that. I remember the first time I seen Panic and met him and stuff like that. And, I had took his class. I took one of his earlier classes, and Drunk Sis and Kenny was in there, right? And he was giving it to me. I was asking questions for days.
He was on your ass so bad.
I'm online, you feel me? I'm online, so he not see, like, they were in person, you know what I'm saying? And in person, he being all nice to him and shit like that. I'm online trying to get that. Yeah, I'm online trying to get down with the energy
and all of that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he like, look at this nigga. I said, oh, he chopping my. I'm just asking him some simple questions too. He was, nah, nigga, this, he chopping my ass. You know what I'm saying? And that was important too because it helped me break through. And I listened to that shit over and 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 over again. I'm talking about countless times. I told Kenny, I said, nigga, I know every word you said in that bitch. I know every word Drunk Sis said in that hoe. So that, and then when we met him, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I still had some ego a little bit. Not really. I was, I wanted to see the God or whatever, but I still had some ego. I met this nigga. This nigga was this height. I said, nigga, are you out of your mind? You was coming for me? I was a little bit swole at the time, too. I could have got on that nigga ass right there, boy. I said, you better get your short. But see,
yeah.
Ninja Turtle looking ass out of here, boy. I'll roast your goofy ass, boy. You crazy as hell. That nigga was powerful, though. I'm talking about the presentation that he gave was absolutely powerful and absolutely, something that you can see that it wasn't about his size. It was naturally about his energy. He's just so big. You feel me? So he'll take up the room regardless of his physical appearance. But I was like, nigga, I'll slap the hell out of your ass, nigga. You crazy as hell talking to me like that. Shout out to the God, man. So yeah, man.
He was hard like that. He was on your ass in that class. We were in the class together. Man, baby, that was 8 years ago.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That's almost 8 years ago. We living in a 1-bedroom apartment, listening to the class on a laptop or something. We only had 1 kid. Now we got 4.
Mm-hmm.
But he was on your ass. But one thing that was so important is that Panic's heart frequency was literally like no other.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yes, he on your ass. Yes, he may still make jokes talking about people working at Arby's and talking about, what order of fries, do you want to upgrade your fries? Yes, that's what he was coming with, but his heart was really just all about like really wanting you to tap in, right? Really wanting you
Motherfucker
to
was
find
a
your
teddy
magic.
bear. He was a teddy bear for real.
I mean, the biggest heart, but you will never know that. You won't know that until you really have that intimate conversation with him and you like, oh shit, he really telling me what I need to hear. He's that father tough love energy to where it don't sound cute. It don't sound sweet, but when you get out of your ego and you really hear what was being said, you're like, oh shit, I probably been in my ego and didn't even realize it. And so he came through and really disrupted that and really forced you to really look at yourself.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And Kamani might be joining us. He's at his job right now, but he might be pulling up. So y'all be shit. And he was right there with Panic. So if he pulls up right now, hey, this is gonna be a treat for the family. So we can get real in depth with it. But yeah, we want to make sure we get this information out Saturday, November 25th, 2023. The Portals of Pan crossover celebration. All black attire. Occultlectures.com. Occultlectures.com. I was looking at the website. I didn't see it up. But definitely, I want to be in attendance because trust and believe, if Baby Kai comes earlier than this date, we will be in attendance somehow. That baby.
You will, baby. I will definitely support you in going. I'm probably going to be mothering.
Right. So yeah, I'll definitely have to pull up and give my love and gratitude for the guy because that's what it is. One thing I wanted to talk about and dive deep today with Panic and what the understanding of what Panic did was bring in the work, usher in the work. See, when I say I'm a Panic Bobby, I was listening to Bobby, right? But Bobby was, let's be honest, he wasn't just telling us what to do. You feel me? He was kind of confusing, if you will. So Bobby was, and you can get confused with Bobby because you can start to think like of, this black consciousness thing, especially back in the day, or you'll start to think of, you'll hear all this stuff, gods and goddesses and stuff. But until I got to Panic and he really shifted the fold of, giving you the application and the work and really honing in because, after I got off my drug dealing adventures and my things, right, I was still studying and everything, but I wasn't applying. I wasn't doing no work. I didn't have no altars, no pictures of, no nothing. I was kind of a shell of myself because, you just think the information is enough, but it's not. That's an illusion. Not until I sat down, got to work, closed my eyes, put the pictures up, and really got in my bag of, doing this mental alchemy, doing the spiritual work, then everything started to align for me. You feel me? And look, he came through last night and it was heavy, and I'm not going to share it on here because, it's a personal thing. And, I'm not about, all of that, whatever. Just whatever nonsense shit, the spiritual community thing. So you know what it is, but understand this: the biggest takeaway that you should receive from Brother Panic is the work. If you're not doing no work, you're not doing absolutely nothing. And I got my candy. So y'all turn
Help
up.
people understand why the candy. See,
Candy is important, family. Let's go ahead, babe. Get it in.
So This is so powerful. First of all, what you said, babe, is so true. And we really have to integrate this. And let me tell you, Panic Spirit has been coming through prior to the announcement of his passing, if you've been paying attention.
Man,
Why do I say that? I went live on Wednesday. And on Wednesday in my live stream, it was November 1st. I told y'all, I said, look, this is about work time, doing your ritualistic practices, being consistent in that, and really showing up and disciplining yourself to be a spiritual being, not to just talk it or listen to it, but to really be that, right? To really evolve yourself, to really grow and expand. So he had been coming through prior to it being announced that he transitioned. But one thing we always know about Panic, whenever you watch his videos, he gonna be snacking on some candy or some chips or something.
Facts.
So he had been laying the groundwork about how to celebrate him and uplift him, just if you observe.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are going to honor Brother Panic in this space and time, definitely get some candy, definitely get some chips, definitely just go and look at the videos and watch what he was snacking on and honor him in that way, because that's what he did in his physical incarnation here.
Yeah, I was listening to him all day yesterday. It's crazy, except for when we was on the phone and shit like that. And you know, shit. The God was bad. The God really helps people move into the space of understanding. Now, I remember I just had a consultation 2 weeks ago, or like a week and a half ago, and I was telling the young guy that, you know, he was coming into spirituality and just understanding this stuff. It was like 2 months ago, but he heard through me and Yosef. So he coming in through me and Yosef, right? And I did, and you know, I'm telling him about Bobby Hammond and Panic, and he was like, "Huh? Nah, who was that?" Nigga, I went into a whole master class about Panic. I said, "Hey, look, just go watch these." I even went and showed him the videos. Go watch this. Go watch this one. This one might be long, but if you get through it, you can really break through. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of times, I think right now, especially with the energy and how it's moving, the attention span is really fast. So it's hard to, you know, sit there for 8 hours, just consume this information like that, right? During that time of consumption, that was a special moment. So Panic coming into the fold at that particular time was a very important moment, because he was right on time to kickstart people back into, you know, doing the work and really getting into the space of the mental alchemy. You feel me? So now when you see such a powerful figure right on time, you know it wasn't no coincidence. You feel me? You know it was meant to be. And sometimes you just had to be there, right? And that's what I'm gonna go through right here. You just had to be there, and in being there, it was it. So shout out to Khadijah and Panic, like this is just love, like straight up. And I don't know what we didn't buy from. You know, Khadijah loves us, and you know we did our thing yesterday.
Khadijah was our gateway into Panic, you know. We got our readings from Khadijah. Wow, 7 years ago too. We got our Akashic record readings from her. And I remember this was so good, babe. You got your reading first, right? Mm-hmm. And then I think Mother's Day was coming up. Yep, Mother's Day was coming up. And on your reading with Khadijah, you said, "Hey, I want to buy my wife a reading for Mother's Day." And mind you, Khadijah been packed and her schedule been jam packed. So if y'all have recently like wanted to get a reading and it's a long ass wait, it's been like that for 7 years, literally. Mm-hmm. So you told her, you said, "Hey, I want to get a reading for my wife." And from your reading, because in your reading, she told you how you have the same power, the same kind of energy like Bobby Hemmett and like Brother Panic. And so I guess when she did your reading, there was this instant love and affection for you because how pure your heart is, right? So when you said that, she was like, I got you. I'm gonna get your wife a reading. She ended up reaching out to me and did my reading, I want to say 4 days after you had paid for yours and got yours done, even though she had a list of like so many people, even though she was booked up for months. And so we got that reading. I got my reading from her, and that was powerful. And instantly from that moment, us three just had this connection, me, you, and Khadijah. Hence why Khadijah has been on. If y'all go on Dreamwise's page, you'll see, I want to say probably 2 Mother's Day builds or something where we have Khadijah on. But her heart and her love for us made Panic kind of be like, all right, let me see what's up with these 2 people.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. Khadijah told me I was gonna be doing this YouTube shit, and I didn't realize. I'm like, you crazy as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now look at my crazy ass. So yeah, that's interesting and that's powerful. You know, that you see a powerful goddess like that. You feel me? Like Khadijah is the truth. Like she is it. You feel me? I can't wait to give her a hug because I know I'm gonna cry when I get her. Oh yeah, I know. And yeah, that's the goddess. So with Panic and Khadijah being such a powerful force, and Bobby and Linda, y'all want to make sure that y'all we had them up on our prosperity altars and our love altars and stuff like that. Y'all want to make sure y'all put up pictures of these gods and goddesses because that's the energy that we fucking with. You feel me? That's the energy and the time of the day, right? See, people couldn't understand why I had Panic on my wall and Bobby. Obviously, I understand that they tapped into something that I want to tap into also, which is their own divine magic. So now, if you put up a picture of Bobby and Panic on your personal altar, the subconscious reflection will reflect the energy inside of you to tap into your own personal magic. You feel me? And do your own alchemy, if you will, right? Because them 2 are obviously the spiritual workers in this thing. And they're heavy in the fold in the aspect of, application, work. That's all we talking about today, family, is work. Let me show y'all this other video real quick, because I want y'all to really get this thing to the core.
Is my bitch. That's the process. And when it becomes my bitch, 3rd process complete. Understanding. I took knowledge, someone's information, I took it in, I chopped it up, I edited it, I made a new song internally, and when I'm singing it, it's mine. It becoming mine is the use of that book. Just me reading the book and keeping whatever was in the book is stupid or is the first level, because those are people who just repeat quotes and say lines all day. But when you become your own individual monster, it becomes, well, let's look at it this way. My shit's from books and I could talk to you for 5 hours. The niggas who say they don't read books got 5 minutes for your ass. And really they ain't talking shit. They just talking shit about black people. We need to do this. We should be doing this. And as the people, we need to do that. That's just civil rights movements, nigga. And you need to really get that in your head. That's civil rights shit. You feel what I'm saying? A nigga that could tell. See, because if they're doing all this special shit at Wendy's, I challenge them or anyone who speaks this bullshit. I challenge you to come up with half the shit I told niggas from the inside to do through my whole tenure as speaking since 2004. I've given out more methodology in occult science of what to do. I won't be arrogant and say anybody, but I'm in the top 5. Let's look at that.
And there's only really 2 or 3 occult niggas. So I'll say it modestly. And that's just facts as facts. So I'm telling you, I study books. And I'm telling you, I went internally and given not only what I've done internally, I've given out more internal shit than the nigga who said he doesn't read will ever do. And I challenge him. We sit and go back to back. I could give out shit that I remember eternally that you ain't never heard before. It ain't in no books. That's come through the wisdom of expanding my thought.
Yes, sir. Brother, the great panic. Yeah, so understand this to the core. This is what I want y'all to understand too. Panic was the one, and just being honest, Panic was the one that brought the work, a lot of different modalities and work to this thing in the 2000s. He basically is it, the end, right? Now, we can try to debate about this or whatever, but honestly, it was Panic and Aleem. Let me not forget about Aleem, because Aleem is the god as well. Aleem knows. I told him his YouTube page is the most important YouTube. Him and Panic's YouTube page, but definitely Aleem, because Aleem definitely gave a lot of work, plethora of work, things that you can do that will actually activate the God inside of you. So shout out to Aleem El Bay, because Aleem is the key. And you know, they had their show, they had their blog talk radio show, First World Order Radio, where they was just giving out game, information and game. You feel me? Because the idea is to try. And if you're not trying, you're actually just bullshit. You feel me? So when I say fuck woke, do work, I'm saying like, hey, look, nigga, this is about you getting into your own bag and doing your own spiritual work. That's why you can see a lot of our now, like our classes and stuff, we're actually applying and doing the work with people.
And that's that panic spirit energy too, that we didn't even realize that we have actually been tapping into for the last few months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's why you got to tune in. Like, if y'all are part of Patreon and you've been coming to our workshops, even the last workshop we did, which was the Ancestor Veneration workshop, literally, we're doing these meditations, we're doing these rituals, we're doing the work. So that first video that you played from Panic was actually absolutely genius. Mm-hmm. And we got to really take that into our hearts. He literally just said, if you meditating or if you're doing a ritual, no matter what it is you're doing, when you're being intentional, you have to tell yourself that it worked.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
You have to tell yourself that it created something, that it manifested something that really serves your highest good.
Mm-hmm.
You got to program yourself with that. And then you look for the proof that it did work, that it did manifest something.
Yeah.
That's the magic.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you're doing a ritual and in your mind you don't believe that it worked, or you like, I don't know, then that's the spell you essentially just casted over yourself. It didn't work, and now you're not really tapped in. So Panic was showing us, and it's still showing us, and will continue to show us, that whatever we want to do and have and be, we can do it. We just got to put in the work and have the confidence in ourselves that it's happening.
Y'all better hope Kamani don't come back on. I'm talking about Kamani from Panic's YouTube. That's my brother. That's the God. That's my bro God, Kamani. Lord. What? Hey, I'm gonna get on K's ass if he come on, because that shit funny. Y'all leave in the comments y'all favorite Panic video. Let's do this real quick, because I want to hear what y'all favorite Panic video. I seen every single one of them. Damn near like I seen every Bobby video. So y'all leave in the comments which one is y'all favorite, because we're about to go deep into this thing, and I'm about to show y'all real quick, because you know we got to get to work. I got his books, everything here. This is one of them days. You feel me? I was gonna go in on the God. That nigga said, "You better laugh today." That nigga tried to make me tear up, boy. That shit funny.
Try to.
Shit. It's hard because, you know, like, damn, panic meant so much to, you know, us and me, myself, shit. Just even understanding that it would, you know, I got off of the drug thing, but, you know, you still need that extra push. You need that extra, you know, aggressive energy to put you in your place. And it's almost like, you know, your mama, right? She got to be hard on you, and she's going to also nurture you as well. You feel me? So that's important. That is important. Now, look, I'm going to tell y'all the best panic video that I see. There's a few, but let's just get down with the get down and really get to it. Because listen here, this nigga that, see, this is Kamani right here. This is my bro guide. Y'all know K. Which one was it? Now, wait, hold on. Panic. See, this was good. That was actually a channel he did with that shit. That shit was crazy. This right here, boom. This ODB shit was probably this top 5 for sure. Like, if you hear the channel and the downloads that this nigga got with the Wu-Tang Clan, is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like, you can't make this shit up. This shit is different. Like, that shit was different. That's when you know, when you see shit like that, this was also a classic when he tapped into Prince energy. You feel me? Panic really did the number on that shit. That shit was crazy. But the best one to me is, the Michael Jackson stuff. Well, that's not the mic, but Pandemonium Radio was the best one. Now listen, his best video of all time, which I want everybody to understand, has to be when he was talking about his mom. Now, I don't know which video that is, but that's the one y'all gotta find. See, when he broke through like that on the Pandemonium Radio back in the day, it probably was like 3 years ago. That one, like, kind of recent. And they did that, and, you know, we listening to it live. I remember the feeling I was having, which a lot of y'all was having the same feeling, because I know y'all was there. And I was like, damn, this nigga Panic is dropping in this shit, and he bringing a lot of energy into, you know, the healing aspect. You feel me? Healing the wounded child. You feel me? That was an important build, because that shit right there actually shifts your consciousness and helps you heal and get to a place of power. You feel me? This was good too. The Rise of the Monkey King. That shit was really good. That Hanneman energy. All of these hoes was good, but obviously the Inception. Y'all want to watch that Inception tape. You want to watch that Inception tape Panic did. You feel me? That hoe was a classic. Niggas, you know, that shit was it. That when you see some shit like that, that's it. You feel me? I probably passed it up because it should have. That shit is a must. That Inception tape was crazy. So, yeah, understand to the core, right? That shit, y'all have the library right there in the cold lectures. Like, that shit, if you go through them hoes, you're going to be in a trance for a while, right? And, you know, we all had our panic time and our panic trance where you just stuck in this energy, listening to Panic, or even with Bobby. I had my time with C. Freeman L. You have your time with all the Phil, right? Phil was the first tape I ever seen, that Matrix tape in high school, which was absolutely like a stepping stone to me saying, oh, okay, there's something else to this thing. So shout out to Phil as well. You feel me? Yeah, that Beetlejuice energy had to be a classic. That Gerald Levert was absolutely crazy as well. You feel me? That Gerald Levert was everything he did. Damn near was crazy. Now I stopped like some of the newer videos. That was I remember when he did this one because that was a must. You feel me? For niggas just to understand. Like we got to stop playing around with this stuff and really get down to the practicality of it all. You feel me? This ain't about no goddamn spookism. This is about taking back your own power and owning up to who you are. Baphomet is a spiritual worker symbol. That's all it means, right? Downward energy or this downwardness is just the spiritual worker, right? The upwardness is basically, you could say, I didn't like Panic's explanation of it, the upwardness, so I made my own. And he said it was like, praying or whatever, right? But essentially what it was you just being aware, right? The pentagram pointing up, you feel me? Now we have a left-hand path, right? And a right-hand path. So the left-hand path is the self-deification, is the understanding of your individual pursuit in this thing and why you came down here in the first place. That's all it means. It's not no goddamn dark side or no shit like that. The right-hand path is more so about, the whole, the community, the universe and stuff like that, right? Now, Panic told me some stuff that I will share with the Patreon family tomorrow in the book club. But I just want y'all to understand to the core that some of this stuff, let me stop. I'm about to go in, man, but I'm going to chill, man, because, hey,
talk about it on Patreon. Just talk about it on Patreon in the group.
Whatever. But I'll tell you this. Shit, that nigga just didn't really fuck with a lot of shit. Just straight up and down. Just tell you straight up what it is, and that's what it is. You feel me?
Well, because you have to think he's a heart chakra frequency being. Let me tell y'all this. Let me say this. There was an event that Panic and Khadijah was at in New York. I don't know what the event was. And somebody was going around recording. I think it was Sonetta, and no shade towards Sonetta or anybody that is in that space. But they went to Khadijah. Now, mind you, at this point, we already know Khadijah and have had multiple conversations with her. The camera was on Khadijah. You could just tell that she was not feeling some of that energy. And me and you, babe, we looking at this because we looking at it online because we ain't flying to New York to go to this event. So we had the online virtual ticket. And you could just see Khadijah was just like... You could just tell she wasn't as open or as free. You know how we could read energy like that, right? You could just tell that she could tell that the heart frequency was off with whoever was around in that space and place. And so I think that's what this thing boils down to from my experience with Brother Panic. I remember just in 2022, was it 2022 or August, whenever he did the book release. Mm-hmm. Right? Whenever he did the book release, they called us and we had a conversation. I think we talked for like an hour or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I think Panic's approach to this spirituality is just so raw that a lot of people don't like that or can't stand that. Yeah. Or their egos are just too big. Their egos are too big to receive whatever the message is. You know what I mean? And so I think something that has been a gift for me and you with Brother Panic and Khadijah and with just the community that we work with on a regular basis is that our hearts are very pure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like we're not showing up egotistically whenever we're dealing with people in this work. Mm-hmm. And so when you say, he ain't messing with a lot of people or messing with a lot of this stuff that is happening, it's because a lot of people are really an ego and don't realize it.
Yeah. Look, I got to play this video because Spirit just told me to. Hold on.
Have you got license, you son of a...
I mean, I just want to fish, ma'am.
Oh, no, hell, you can't fish. You don't know how to fish. You don't even wear the right kind of clothes. You got damn stupid shoes on anyway. Where'd you get them ugly britches? You asshole.
What? Hell nah. Y'all see this old
Get
lady?
your ass out of here. Have you got license, you son of a...
I mean, I just want to fish, ma'am.
Oh, no, hell, you can't fish. You don't know how to fish. You don't even wear the right kind of clothes. You got damn stupid shoes on anyway. Where'd you get them ugly britches? You asshole.
See, that's that honesty right there. That's that purity. She looked this nigga up and down and said, "Oh, hell nah, you can't fish, nigga. Get your goofy... Get your... Boy, she got on
how to
ass.
fish.
Say, hell nah, boy. Hell nah. Hey, I seen that video. I said, oh, I gotta play this. That is crazy. Yeah, speaking of Uncle Hanky, this is one of the videos he just did.
Now,
With
look at the light, not at what it's doing, at the color of the light. Can you see the rainbow color? Can you see the rainbow?
I see that shit, especially when I wore contact lens.
Okay, okay. Even when you take them off, you'll see it because you're looking with this. You're actually looking at the entire... Remember, this whole matrix is made up of those colors. Those colors are the colors of a prism. That's why you see it reflecting off your pineal, which is a crystal. You're looking through a prism, which is also a prison. And these 7 chakra lights are in a prison. When you see it here, if you start to visualize using those color schemes, you can make anything you want. It is the color of the matrix. It is the secret science to building. See, people, I'm giving y'all hard shit now, and I don't really give this shit out.
Hey, shout out to the family, man, joining the Patreon. Y'all come on in because we're talking about the work. We're talking about the work. We're talking about the work. So D-Ray and I decided to give out work today. Work. So that's what we're about to do. So, in honor of Panic, we wanted to give out work because we did not want to play around and fuck around and act, and just have this kumbaya thing. We wanted to give out work. So let me get this. Let me get through with this right here. Boom. Miss Blue, the goddess. See, these goddesses, hey. These goddesses is it. Miss Blue, we love you. We appreciate you. Right? Miss Blue and Panic had the remix radio, and they was absolutely on fire, and it was absolutely a thing. You feel me? Shout out to Miss Blue. She know what it is. And Miss Blue just loved D-Ray and I as well. And, we want to show love to the people that actually help Panic's journey. You feel me? From Aline, Miss Blue. Come on, look at this nigga wall. See, I wanted to show this picture because I wanted y'all to see his wall. Look at this. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about spiritual work. You feel me? We're talking about actually applying and doing things to change your energy. So we know symbols are the language of the subconscious mind. So now all of a sudden, if you're putting up these pictures, right, that you're in the path of addressing some energies inside of you that you want to address. You feel me? Intention is everything, and you have to be intentional. So putting up pictures is a must, right? Putting up pictures is the key. Symbols, statues, all of that stuff. If y'all would have seen D-Ray and I apartment, hell, look at our magic room now. You feel me? But if y'all would have seen our apartment, though, the pictures, the pentagrams, the symbols, the energy, all of that stuff, all kind of different symbols, y'all would have been like, damn, these motherfuckers is crazy. You have to get you a printer. A printer is a must. Now look, if you don't have a printer, then shit, you're just gonna have to figure out how to print it out a lot, because you want to constantly, repetitiously put up symbols that speak to you in the manner of speaking to your subconscious mind.
Shit, before we had a printer, I used to sneak and print at my job. And Dream
I did too. Shit,
used to be like, no, man, you used to be like, man, you better be careful. You better be careful. Don't be letting
you used to print out a lot. I wasn't printing.
I used to print and go stand by that printer, put it in a folder real quick, sneak that stuff on up out of there.
The stuff I was trying to print out, I couldn't really print like that because the gym was all the way over here and the printer and stuff was over there, so it comes instantly out, and that should say 666 Baphomet God or some shit.
You had to bring your laptop. Okay, you probably damn it.
Yeah, because I couldn't really just do it like that. So now let me give y'all this work because this is a big thing that came through last night. And I just want y'all to understand this to the core. I did this meditation for damn near a year. You want to do this meditation for a year. If you want to turn on your pineal gland, you just want to do this one meditation over and over and over again. The end. Don't think about, you can try different things, whatever. I'm not saying, but just this one meditation is going to help put light into your pineal gland. And that's you seeing a light from your root chakra area, right? From your anus. And you want to see the light spiraling up all the way to your back, from your back to your pineal gland. You feel me? And you want to see it spiraling down and in front of you, right? And then you're just doing that over and over and over again. You're going to feel your pineal shift. You're going to feel your pineal shape. You're going to feel some energy in your pineal. Now, that's important because why? If you want to see clearer, more defined pictures, and you want to see the pictures start to move, and you want your dreams to start to give you powerful messages, more powerful, vivid messages, right? You want your pineal gland working like a motherfucker, right? Now, I get it. People want to do the people just want to get there quick and stuff. That's why I said the attention is crazy right now because niggas just can't hold space to do something for a long period of time. You have to, and you must think of this stuff as a never-ending story. This ain't no goddamn race. This ain't no goddamn I gotta do it fast or I gotta get my goal fast or whatever people want to believe, right? You have to understand that it's a process. You feel me? You're getting fed symbols on a daily with these logos and advertisements and stuff like that. They understand that shit is not gonna work the first time you watch it and the second time. They're saying if I could keep on putting this image in front of them, then eventually it's going to hit their subconscious and eventually they're going to buy in. You feel me? So that's when you see all the McDonald's commercials and Nikes and all of that stuff, right? Starbucks, and it's just everywhere. You feel me? They just want to put the advertisement in front of you so it can hit your subconscious mind. And then eventually what's going to happen is you're going to fall in line, if you will. You feel me? So the key is, why don't you just feed yourself Baphomet? Why don't you just feed yourself spiritual images, pictures, whatever, right? That's going to serve you in the greater way of what you want to be served in, which is God realized, right? So when I was doing this light meditation, right, I was noticing my pineal shake and buzz at first, right? So that was good. It would happen real quick, but I still wanted to do it again and again and again because I knew there was another gateway or another portal I could break through. And nigga, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all just do that every day. Stop thinking about the world or whatever. Let go of humanity. Your dreams are going to give you plays, and you're going to start to understand where you're going to go anyway, which is the fourth dimension. Feel me? So you want to take that to the core. Go ahead, babe.
No, I love what you're saying, but something that I wanted to share that is so dope was, when we really got put on a panic, you and I were kind of dating and not completely in that serious place just yet. Mm-hmm. And you know what I started doing? Because I had heard Panic say, put on a song, in your headphones and meditate to that song on repeat and watch the show. I mean, like watch a concert of that song being played. Then let me tell you how this is so deep. I was doing that meditation consistently. I did it multiple times, right? I did it with India Ari, I Am Light, right? Mm-hmm. So I would just listen to I Am Light on repeat for a certain amount of time, watch her perform it. That really broke me free from old traumas and shit that I was just like not allowing myself to really rise up into that divine energy. But the thing that really set me and your relationship up to be more of a commitment and the knowing like, okay, we're doing this together is I was listening to Stevie Wonder's I'll Be Loving You Always in meditation. And so I was listening to that. I would watch him perform it and literally would just meditate to that every day, see him do that. And then before you know it, me and you looking at each other like, okay, we in this thing for forever. So that music meditation is an easy one to tap in with.
Exactly. Now look, this is the most important book. And you know, I read it in the Patreon for the family, but I want the family to understand this. Panic he gave you everything in this book, right? And y'all remember when I told y'all to go buy more copies, and I bought more copies too as well. You feel me? Because these is collector's items now. You feel me? Well, Khadijah's still gonna sell them, so hey, look, go keep on getting them from Khadijah until she say, nah, I'm not selling no more. Fuck it. Y'all just going to have to find them somewhere else. But this one is it. This is it. This is going to bring you into another world. This one, when he was saying he was putting this shit out, we was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? When we read it, it was absolutely amazing. And you know, the first part, obviously, I didn't read that. Well, I read it, but I skipped through all of that shit because that shit was not important. What was it? The movie shit that Panic did with that. But after that, and I got the whole thing downloaded on my Patreon, on our Patreon. When we got to the magical concept, I broke that whole thing down in a video recording. Shout out to the God. This was one of the most important occult books ever. OccultLectures.com, go get it. Also, Panic's second book, if y'all don't know, was absolutely a gem as well. See, Panic, you better chill out, nigga. You better stop trying to make me cry on this bitch. Because I'll tell you what I know with this book, nigga. You better chill out. Hey, you better stop playing with me. Panic, you better stop playing, nigga. This is the book. This right here is a gem. This hoe is absolutely powerful. And we read it in the Patreon as well, and it was absolutely a jewel and gems. And he is fucking amazing just to, you know, have this amount of work that he did, and just to have the goddamn amount of work. Nigga, that hoe was so packed, and I want people to understand this. We went and got this, right, in Atlanta. We went and flew just to get the book, right? Nigga, the thing was so packed, we were supposed to bring back copies for people and shit like that. I said, nah, I can't sell this book. The line was so long for this book. I couldn't sell it. I had to give it away. I had to, because Spirit was like, nah, you can't. So many people asking you for the book. People that was in Atlanta was asking me for the book. I was like, hell nah. That line was so long that is shit. If you know what I'm saying, and y'all seen us there, and you know, we had to, you know, shit. We had to bogart in that bitch. But hey, you know what I'm saying? That line was so long, nigga. You just for the mere fact that you was standing in the line to get this hoe was the work. So, you know, shout out to Khadijah and Panic for that, because that was absolutely amazing. So yeah, Panic taught us so much stuff, man. I can't make it up. Panic taught us so much stuff, and the biggest aspect of Panic that I want to share with the family is that if you ain't doing no work, then you actually bullshit. You feel me? You're actually playing around, and you're just like, this thing is entertainment. The last time we talked, he told me some real deep shit, and he said, and he you know, whatever, I'm gonna share it, whatever, but he told me some real, you know, deep shit, and he was basically saying, like, you know, A lot of people ain't gonna do no work, so whatever, right? But to the ones that do the work, and to the ones that are in the space of understanding what Panic was actually bringing to the table with the work, is a key thing for y'all to actually turn up right now. See, when Panic left, that means it's time to get to work, baby. He did all he can do. What you want to do now? What you gonna do now? You feel me? Either you're gonna do the work or you're gonna look for another entertainment source, right? So now it's like, hey, we can put up or shut up, or you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna get into this bag, right? And y'all know we see people that's doing the work. You know the difference between a spiritual worker and somebody that's trying to entertain you. So I'm simply saying, like, what are you in this for? You watching it for entertainment, or are you trying to get into your bag and do some spiritual work? Because at the end of the day, that's what this thing is about you having the self-realized God energy within yourself. Now, the spiritual work is a never-ending story. This is what I want y'all to understand. This ain't no goddamn I'll do it once and then that's it, right? So, hey, that book club tomorrow gonna be crazy. Hey, we ain't gonna read the book that we was reading. We're gonna go back to that later. But the book club tomorrow gonna be crazy. We're gonna tap into some more of these Panic books for a little bit, and then we just gonna, and I'm gonna just share some stuff with y'all. You want to definitely understand that him transitioning was a code, was a signal, was a sign for the spiritual workers to turn up and turn out on their bag. So if you don't find no practice, no hourly practice or 30-minute practice every day, I was just giving Panic just now, or before I, well, not just now, earlier in my meditation bag, I put his picture of our ancestor altar and just giving it and just telling him straight up, hey, appreciate you, God, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. You feel me? And really just showing and honoring the God so we can, tap into the energy now. So now that he's on the other side, guess what? It's turn up time now, baby. You can utilize the energy of the pan, which you could have been doing, right, by invoking Panic, which I did. But you can now utilize it even more because now you got a soldier on your side. You feel me? And he knows and he sees light. So now all of a sudden he's going to bring divine wisdom and understanding to people that's ready to work, to people that's in this thing for the self love,
Point is your awareness. I think that spoils the meat, because you'll see the more you become aware of what I'm teaching you right now, the more you'll see the humanity has laid off. You're not a good food source anymore. See, Bobby Hemmett was trying to tell you the secrets. I've been trying to tell you the secrets of how not to be a food source. And that is simply by trying to become, if the blanket statement would be, less human. How you do it, there's particular ways you have to start divorcing yourself from the emotional traps and reactions that they give you.
So, hey,
I just got a little download real quick.
Well, let me say this real quick, babe, because this is important. It's not about nobody else or whatever, but you have to understand, right, that the powers that be is going to do what they do regardless. They're going to keep on doing that shit. That's called a distraction. And in a distraction, they're trying to keep you away from your divine power. So now all of a sudden, if you keep on looking into the emotional traps and the stir up energy of what these powers that be is doing, then you're playing a game with them. You're in the race with them. You feel me? You're not even playing the game for know thyself. You're playing the game for, that they want you to play, right? Because it's a game. You feel me? Now, I get it. There's things out here that we got to be aware of. But like my bro God, Brother Yosef says, don't be scared, be prepared. Don't be scared, be prepared. And then in the preparedness, you already ready. So now all of a sudden, what? Get back into your bag, into your gnosis, into your knowledge, right? See, the entertainment factor of this thing is that the fear, right? We understand that fear is a heavy emotional thing for a lot of people because a lot of people's consciousness is still stuck in the root chakra. So in the fear space, you want to watch the stuff that somebody is actually doing to you, and how can we make the humanity and the whole better? You feel me? And what is this celebrity doing, and what is happening with this particular group of people? And look at them doing this to black people again, and watch this, right?
But that's the download that I just received.
Oh,
That I
get it in there. Yeah, get it in.
I think a lot of the hateration,
Oh.
the dislike for Brother Panic is because he is and was a person who did not give a damn about being liked.
Mm-hmm.
And so if a person don't give a damn about being liked and they are still so loved, right? Hence all the people who are on here right now, that can be very triggering for the people who are like, I'm trying to tell you about veganism. I'm trying to tell you about the distractions. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to make you see. I'm giving you, the understanding of what's happening in this reality. Like the fear-mongering people, they feel like they're doing and giving something that is so beneficial, but yet that love and that admiration is still not being had really.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get Panic, who ain't censoring shit, telling you absolute facts about, owning your mind, owning your reality. You got this person, you got Brother Panic, who is totally, he ain't worried about being the nice guy or being kind or telling you what you want to hear or appeasing your ego. And yet and still, he receives so much love, appreciation, and honor, even though he's the type of person that's like, don't follow me. Don't be no the panic groupie, so to speak.
They call them paniites.
Paniite. Don't be no whatever. And so it's like, how do you have this very brash personality and people still really fuck with you?
Exactly. Let me read.
That's what that energy is.
Yeah, I'm gonna read about Pan, the god Pan. So now y'all know the book Encyclopedia of Spirits. Obviously, you have to get it. Everybody must have it. Another one, Panic recommended. Stop playing. Don't act like you did. It was Panic. You know what I'm saying, though? Pan is a spirit of wild, irrepressible life essence. He is sexually vortious, always chasing after nymphs, always ready for a romantic interlude with men, women, and probably goats too. People tend to laugh at Pan because they perceive him as beastly and ugly. Many paintings portray nymphs running from him, but they tend to be the exception. Pan's erotic talents are legendary. He even seduced Aphrodite. Ooh, hey. Pan swore to have sex with every maiden, and he kept his word. So remember, 6 equals sex. So remember, 6 equals sex. So sex is just the masculine and feminine energy combined, which is the heart chakra. You feel me? So 6, sex is just the heart chakra. Now we're playing it out in this math. So when you're reading these stuff, you got to decode the words and the understanding. So, we're playing out the masculine, feminine, the physical to have sex and create a baby. But essentially what they're saying is, your divine heart, if you will. You feel me? So now understand that Pan being this heart-centered person, right? And this person that's in the space of giving it to you hard, pause, but then also nurturing you as well with the feminine is a key aspect in this thing. So Pam was an important figure, or Panic was an important figure in the role that he played, babe. Just like you were saying, in the aspect of being, aggressive and, ferocious.
Like you said, giving it to you hard. I mean,
yeah, just like your
it
mama
ain't even enjoyable if it's not hard.
Right. Your mama has to beat your ass, or you're going to sit in jail. You feel me? Your mama had to put you in your place, or your father, if you had a dad in your life, had to put you in your place, because that's the thing. I told people this. Who was I talking to? I think I was talking to the Patreon family. I was telling them when I was a PE teacher, right? The kids, it was in the last book club. The kids would love, they would love the energy of me being, having fun and stuff like that. But then they also love the energy of me being hard on them.
The disciplinarian. They love it.
Why? Because they knew I was being truthful. They knew I was being honest with them. You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh, shoot, coach is mad. Oh, they felt that energy like, oh, coach don't really like this. You feel me? So that's the same thing with your children. If you not being honest with, and that's the same thing with the book that we're reading, The Art of Seduction, right now. If you not being honest with them, with the female, they can see that a mile away, nigga. So you playing a game, trying to be all what you leave with the bag and stuff. I can buy you this, and she just sitting back like, look at this nigga here. Okay, bet. Keep on running that bag. You feel me? See, the honesty is what's going to set you free. You feel me? And that's going to be more attractive, because remember, attraction is just energy and it's light. So it pulls on you, right? So when you are seeing Panic, he's being brutally honest with you, not cutting no corners, not trying to, appease your ego and shit. And he's being so honest to the point where you're attracted to him. Pause. And, some of us needed that hard lesson because we was hard head, right? So we needed that. See, Bobby was the one that was, he was in the space.
Nurturer, the laughter,
the nurturer, and Bobby would still get on your ass, but Bobby was getting on, the outside ass. He wasn't just getting on your ass. He was getting on the outside perspective ass. Them dumbass humans, even though he was trying to tell it to you, because Bobby was just that kind of, his heart was just open too. Panic, he was like, nah, nigga. Yeah, this is about you. Your goofy ass need to get to work. You ain't
not doing the work.
You ain't doing the motherfucking thing. Your ass is trash. You is on some bullshit. This is Panic right here.
You are not conscious, basically.
You got license.
Panic.
I mean, I just want to fish, ma'am.
Oh, no, hell, you can't fish. You don't know how to fish. You don't even wear the right kind of clothes. You got damn stupid shoes on anyway. Where'd you get them ugly breeches? You asshole.
Ha! That's Panic right there, straight up. You feel me? So now understanding that energy is key into understanding what you needed. And I needed that because shit, I wasn't getting to work. I was playing too much. I was like, yeah, I'm God. I'm a God. Fuck it. You feel me? But until I did that internal work and actually healed the wounded child, actually got into the space of, understanding my childhood experiences, my mama, my upbringing, all of this stuff, why I felt like I had to sell drugs, why I felt like I had to take drugs, all of that stuff, right? Then I started to realize and come into the understanding of self, right? And it's still a never-ending journey, because even now, you still got to keep going and keep on understanding and moving into more power and more spaces. So Panic was the perfect teacher for that. You feel me? Go ahead, babe.
No, I just think about times where we've talked to him and Khadijah, and they've literally gathered us.
Oh, they got on our ass.
Like we thinking we doing some shit, and they like, yeah, no, it's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like literally. I remember us having a conversation with Panic, and we were talking about some sort of Panic and Khadijah. We were talking about some sort of download that we were receiving. And he was like, okay, how can you add more? How can you find more alignments, more synchronicities? Okay, that's cool, but I'm pretty sure you can find more. So he basically was just telling us that just doing enough is not enough.
Yep, exactly.
He was literally telling us, y'all, on the phone, like, okay, that's cool, but what's the next level? And that's something that was so divine about Panic, is that whenever he told stories, he had story after story after story after story after story that was proving his theory.
Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna lie.
He got on our ass and said,
I ain't gonna lie, babe. I stumped Panic when I was telling him about that gateway portal.
That gateway, yeah.
I said, hey, nigga. He was like, oh shit, okay, nigga, all right, bet. And I said, yeah, nigga, I know, nigga, because I'm with you. I feel you. I know what you're saying, nigga, but I got it. And trust me, I'm here with you.
He paused for a little second and was like,
because he be trying, he was trying to, whatever, it's that good energy, it's that stuff that you need to. Nah, that's trash, nigga. I was like, oh,
he was sunning. Sometimes you got to get sunned a little bit, but
nah, Panic was real with me, and he said, and he told me some real stuff, and damn, I be wanting to share it on here, but I'm gonna share it on the thing. One thing he did tell me was he was watching the family, and he seen me, Yosef, Will, Trav, he's like, hey, look, hey. You feel me? Niggas be knowing. That's all I'm saying is niggas know what time it is.
Boys be knowing, boys be watching, but they will never say anything.
And that's fine,
They won't say it, but they're watching, okay? People are watching. Best believe people are watching.
Now, this is important. This was an important time, this Pandemonium Radio, and it's all on Panic's page. I thought Kamani was going to come in. We probably pull this nigga in another time. Kamani is my bro god, and y'all know what it is. All right, boom. Here we go. Occult Lectures, the Portals of Pan, crossover celebration. Pay your respects. This is in Atlanta, 6 p.m. to midnight. Ooh, what's going down, baby? That nigga gonna come through heavy in this bitch. Oh my God. He about to come through in this bitch. At night too, this hoe is about to be a classic. If I'm not there, y'all know we having child, so you know how that go. And it's gonna be a beautiful experience. It's gonna be one of them beautiful things to celebrate the life of Brother Panic, celebrate his arrival into the astral realms and beyond, because he's probably already beyond. You feel me? Nigga is probably somewhere else already. You feel me? And leave us some questions. Let us know if y'all got any questions before we get out of here. You feel me? Let us know. Brother Panic. This nigga look like Donatello for real. This nigga look like one of them Ninja Turtles. This nigga this nigga Panic is hilarious. This nigga get on your ass and hey, shout out to the guy, man. That nigga is when I seen him, I said, oh, you that height? Okay, bet. I know I can take your ass. Pause. I know it'll be on and popping in this bitch. You feel me? But nigga had a big ass personality, he fill the room. You feel him when he come in. It's like, you feel the room. His aura was so magnetic and so massive that's why it made him more powerful on the screen on this YouTube thing. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, people like that, you just know, like, hey, they might be small or whatever, but hey, they got this power for real. Yep, Queensbridge. I have a Ganesha statue. How would you recommend I connect with it? Well, Ganesha, you just put it in places where you need. I would put it. We have our Ganesha statue in our other office, so we put it in that way to open up the way. But then also you can use Ganesha in your car, use it in different areas wherever you're trying to have creative thoughts. You feel me? Have have this creative process of the mind going on and stuff like that, right? So I used to have a Ganesha pendant on my car so I can get out of traffic and shit. You feel me? When I had a job and shit, you trying to drive through traffic and stuff like that. So yeah, Ganesha is that guy for real. Best investment in myself was taking Brother Panda class 45. Yeah, man. I was in that class with Drunk Sis and Kenny. And this nigga said this nigga was going in, he dropping, and I'm just listening. I'm like, oh, okay. And he said, yeah, fuck that nigga, I'll give you your money back. And we was like, oh shit, who the fuck is he talking to? And he was talking to Kenny because I guess he was trying to figure out how to get to I guess he was trying to figure out when was class or whatever. Because, we was chopping up the weeks or whatever. And so we like, oh shit, he getting on somebody ass in the thing. Long story short, me and Kenny had a laugh about it. We laughed and all of that good stuff. So he probably in here listening now. Kenny need to pull up and let me know if he trying to pull up. You feel me? I text the guy yesterday. So yeah, let me see what else y'all got. Will it be his celebration live stream as well? I'm not sure about that. I don't know. That's a good question. I doubt it. I doubt they're gonna do a live stream. Somebody might do something. Yeah, Bobby's birthday is November 28th. Bobby's birthday is November 28th. So y'all be ready for that as well. 11/11. I'm teaching a lucid dreaming classes. Shout out to my bro guy, brother Joseph. That's his birthday. 11/11 is another gateway time that's going to happen. So we have this lucid dreaming class that's happening on 11/11. Y'all need to sign up for that before it's too late. That is next Saturday. Next Saturday? Is that next Saturday or Sunday, babe? I can't remember. But yeah, y'all sign up for that because we are just doing nothing but work from here on out. We're doing the work for you. We're doing the work with you, not for you. We're doing it with you so you can understand what we're doing, and then you can actually take that work and then apply it to yourself. So all of y'all that took our other workshops, y'all know we just we said, hey, come on, let's do it. Right? We get straight to work. 3, 4, 5 different meditations and visualization techniques and out-of-body experience techniques so we can actually get into the game. You feel me? Because it's enough. Like we get the information is here. What? Now we just want to talk and see who can spit the most game and shit like that. That shit is trash, nigga. I get it. We can bring some light to this stuff and stuff like that. But now it's time to actually get to work. And that's what these workshops is about. And just be on the lookout, Houston, because we trying to bring this to you live all the time. So y'all be on the lookout for that as well. You feel me? You think Kai will be a Scorpio with all these signs and symbols being shown? Shit, I don't know. What you think, babe?
Man, we talked to Priestess I said, and she was like, she was picking up on twin energy. And Kimmy, who y'all can hear talking and making all of this noise over here, she's a Sagittarius. Her birthday is November 30th. So he may be a Sagittarius. We may have 2 Sagittarius babies with their birthdays just a few days apart. So we're going to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Says, what are good questions to ask yourself to get to the root of your childhood? Oh, that's a good question. Just ask yourself, like, what feared me as a child? Why did I feel this particular way when I was walking through the hallways in school? Who was that girl that shot me down? You know, stuff like that. You really want to get to them aspects. Why do I have this kind of uh unattachment from my mama? You feel me? Stuff like that. You feel me? Uh like me and my mom was close and we still are close. But there was a divide with me and my mom when she picked up this new nigga, you feel me, which was my stepdad, which they got a divorce and stuff like that. So there was a divide in the energy. So I had to deal with that particular energy of a new nigga coming in, you know, in the midst. You feel me? And and that was that baby boy thing that I had to get through. You feel me? Who the fuck is this in my house? You feel me? Like, goddamn, but mama need loving too. So hey. And I can't provide that part. So hey, I had to step back and actually do my mental alchemy work to relieve myself of that duty of being my mama's, companion or whatever, friend or whatever, right? That energy plug that I felt like we had this just strong connection with. And that was a good work that I did because, now me and her have a great relationship, a better relationship, because now I can understand that she has her needs as well. You feel me? You don't want, you don't want to see nobody hitting your mama and stuff like that.
She need love too. There you go with that clapping.
There you go, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Do y'all have Khadijah's Cash App? I don't see it on their website. There you go, right there. All right. Any more questions? No, that's it. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. And look, make sure y'all are in attendance. The Portals of Pan crossover celebration. Just paying your respects to the God. All black attire. Occultlectures.com. I didn't see it on the website yet, so it might be up soon. But yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. Rising in power to the God Pan. Peace to the gods.